Luna lived in a magical forest, a place where every corner held a new wonder. It was full of talking animals and sparkling rivers that glistened like liquid diamonds. The trees whispered secrets to the wind, sharing ancient tales and wisdom. But the most beautiful thing in this enchanted place was the night sky. It twinkled with a million stars, each one telling a story of its own. Luna loved to lie in the grass and count them, feeling a deep connection to the universe.
I know every constellation by heart. I know every shimmering star, their positions and their stories. They're like old friends, winking down at me from the vast sky. I feel safe and loved under their watchful gaze, as if they are protecting me.
One day, Luna was playing hide-and-seek with a family of rabbits, her laughter echoing through the trees. They giggled and scampered through the undergrowth, their tiny feet rustling the leaves. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Luna decided to say goodnight to her starry friends, a nightly ritual she cherished. But something was wrong. Luna gasped in surprise. Where there should have been hundreds of stars, there were only a few scattered across the sky. Large patches of darkness marred the familiar constellations, creating an eerie void. Luna's heart sank. Where could the stars have gone? She wondered, feeling a sense of loss and confusion. Luna raced through the forest. She had to tell someone. The stars were gone. She found Starlight, a wise old owl, perched on a branch. Starlight had been Luna's friend since she was very small. Starlight listened patiently as Luna described the empty patches in the sky. His amber eyes, usually twinkling with wisdom and amusement, grew serious. S1. Starlight, Starlight, the stars, they're missing. Something terrible has happened.
This is indeed a grave matter. The stars are not just lights in the sky, Luna. They hold magic and guidance for all creatures. We must find out what has happened to them.
Luna was determined to find the lost stars. But she knew she couldn't do it alone. She needed help. Starlight agreed. He would use his wisdom to guide her. But they needed someone who could fly quickly and navigate through tight spaces.
I know just the fairy.
It was Pixie, a mischievous fairy with wings that shimmered like rainbows. Pixie was always getting into trouble, but she was also brave and loyal. Plus, she knew the forest like the back of her hand.
We'll need your help, Pixie. Are you ready for an adventure?
And with a flick of her glittering wings, she was ready to go. S3. Adventure. Oh, I do love a good adventure. Luna, Starlight, and Pixie set off into the forest. They asked every animal they met if they had seen the missing stars. The deer shook their antlers sadly. The rabbits twitched their noses, but they hadn't seen anything. The squirrels, however, had heard something. They chattered excitedly, their tiny voices high-pitched and rushed. They told Luna about a dark part of the forest.
Where is this place?
It was a place where the sun rarely reached, and strange creatures lurked in the shadows. The squirrels whispered the name Dark Forest, their eyes wide with fear. Luna felt a shiver run down her spine, but she knew she had to be brave. The stars were counting on her. Section 5. The Dark Forest, where shadows dance and fear resides. As they went deeper into the forest, the trees grew closer together, their branches intertwined, blocking out the sunlight. Strange shadows danced around their feet, as the last rays of the setting sun struggled to penetrate the dense canopy. The air grew cold and still. The once friendly whispers of the forest became hushed and tense. Even Pixie's usual chatter died down to a nervous hum. Luna felt a knot of fear in her stomach.
We must be careful here. The dark forest is not a place for the faint of heart.
Luna took a deep breath, trying to calm her racing heart. She knew that fear wouldn't help her find the stars. She had to be strong and brave, for the sake of the night sky and for the creatures who depended on its light. Section 6. Shadow, a heart bound to darkness. The deeper they went into the dark forest, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. The air hung heavy, thick with an almost tangible sense of dread. Luna could feel her heart pounding in her chest. Suddenly, a pair of luminous eyes blinked at them from the shadows. A low growl rumbled through the undergrowth.
Who dares trespass in my domain?
A creature made entirely of shadows slithered into view. Its form shifted and swirled like smoke. But beneath the darkness, Luna saw a flicker of sadness in its eyes.
We mean no harm, Shadow. We're looking for the missing stars.
Section 7. Grimm's glimmering horde. A plan takes root. Shadow regarded them with a skeptical silence. Finally, he sighed, a long, mournful sound that echoed through the trees.
The stars are gone, taken by Grimm, the greedy goblin. He hoards them in his lair, deep within the heart of the dark forest.
We have to get them back. Can you help us, Shadow? Please. Narrator. Luna's heart sank. So the rumors were true. A wave of despair washed over her. But then she remembered the stars, how their light had always chased away the darkness. She wouldn't give up hope. Not yet.
Shadow hesitated, his shadowy form flickering with uncertainty. He glanced back towards the heart of the dark forest, a flicker of fear in his luminous eyes. Shadow reluctantly agreed to lead them to Grimm's lair, his eyes darting nervously as he spoke of the dangers that lay ahead. He warned them that the goblin was cunning and dangerous, a creature not to be underestimated. Grimm was fiercely protective of his stolen treasures and would stop at nothing to keep them.
We have to be clever and courageous to outsmart him, using every bit of wit and bravery we possess.
Together they devised a plan, each member contributing their unique skills and strengths. Pixie, with her small size and agility, would distract Grimm, flitting about like a shimmering wisp. While the goblin was busy chasing after the mischievous fairy, his focus would be entirely diverted. Luna and Starlight would then sneak into his lair, their steps silent and deliberate, to retrieve the stolen stars.
I'll keep Grimm busy, ensuring he doesn't catch wind of our true intentions. You two just focus on getting those stars back and leave the rest to me.
It was a risky plan, but they were determined, their hearts set on restoring the night sky. As they neared Grimm's lair, a cacophony of clanging and banging reached their ears, echoing through the trees. A foul odor filled the air, a mixture of mold and something sickly sweet, making their noses wrinkle in disgust. Luna took a deep breath, steeling herself for the challenge ahead, knowing the weight of their mission.
The fate of the stars and the very light of the night sky rests on our shoulders, and we must not fail.
Catch me if you can, Grimm. Narrator. The plan worked perfectly. Pixie, with her dazzling lights and playful tricks, led Grimm on a merry chase through the forest, her laughter echoing through the trees. The goblin, blinded by greed and frustration, didn't even notice as Luna and Starlight slipped into his lair, their movements as silent as shadows.
Inside, it was a sight to behold, a treasure trove of celestial wonders. Thousands of stars, each one shimmering with a magical light, were piled high in a glittering hoard, casting a radiant glow. The air thrummed with their energy, a palpable force that made the hair on their arms stand on end.
Look at all these stars, Luna. We have to get them back where they belong. They don't deserve to be trapped here.
Carefully, gently, they gathered the stars, their hands moving with reverence and care. Luna held them close, feeling their warmth against her skin, a comforting reminder of their power and beauty. She could sense their joy at being free from the goblin's clutches, their light growing brighter with each passing moment. With Starlight guiding her, Luna carried the stars back to the edge of the dark forest, their path illuminated by the stars' gentle glow. One by one, they released them into the night sky, watching as they ascended to their rightful place among the constellations.
Be free, little stars. Shine bright and light up the world.
As each star returned to its rightful place, the darkness seemed to recede, replaced by a tapestry of twinkling lights. The forest floor, once cloaked in shadows, was bathed in a soft, silvery light, revealing the beauty of the night. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling in the breeze as if sighing with relief, grateful for the return of the stars. From that day forward, the stars shone brighter than ever before. The forest, once again bathed in their light, felt safe and magical. Luna knew that even in the darkest of places, there was always hope.
Even in the darkest of places, there's always hope.
As for Shadow, he discovered that even a creature of darkness could find solace in the light. He became a guardian of the forest, using his unique abilities to protect the creatures who lived there.
True strength comes not from hiding in the shadows, but from embracing the light within.
He learned that true strength came not from hiding in the shadows, but from embracing the light within himself. Luna continued to visit Starlight and Pixie, sharing stories and laughter under the twinkling stars. They had faced their fears together, and their friendship had only grown stronger.
We faced so much together, and our bond is stronger than ever.
And sometimes, when the moon was high and the stars were shining brightly, Luna would catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure at the edge of the forest. A figure that seemed to shimmer with a light all its own.
Look, Luna, it's Shadow. He's watching over us.
And Luna would smile, knowing that even in the darkest of places, friendship and courage could light the way.
Even in the darkest of places, friendship and courage can light the way.